Yo, what is up, guys? This is Hebs back to the Stranger Things podcast uh, with rdurette 10.
You heard that. That's me.
Okay, stop. Stop that. Okay, this is bad already off spawn, brother. Okay, so today, on today's podcast, we're going to be covering the third episode of Stranger Things Season 3. Which is called The Case of the Missing Lifeguard. So, basically, in this episode, uh, Billy, who we already know is now flayed, uh, he tries
Gets,
to get Heather flayed, and he
gets
successfully
price.
does this. But, what'd you say?
He succeeds, doesn't he? And
Yes, he does succeed.
then this is the episode where Elle decides she's gonna spy on everyone she knows.
Yes. And Will is just trying to play Dungeons and Dragons, but nobody
He's
wants
really
to.
Lucas.
Oh, this is also the episode where Joyce and Hopper go back to Hawkins' lab, and they find ALEXEI in the Hitman dot deck that takes him or tries to kill him.
The
But
episode where they get ALEXEI, and they go to Hawkins' lab. Therefore, the Starcourt Mall isn't on top of Hawkins' lab.
listen, I thought it was whatever. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Yo, Chet, my chair is whack.
Chat?
Yo, that's dope. Oh shoot, not Chat. Never mind. Sorry.
You did this last episode
I
too.
did. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
I just
All
broke my
right.
tripod.
So, thoughts on episode 3?
Well,
Honestly, in my opinion,
kind of forgettable.
I thought this was the worst episode of the season.
I agree. Super forgettable.
Cause
The fact that they went back to Hawkins' lab actually annoyed me.
yeah,
It's like
the end of the episode was alright.
because the fact that they were at Hawkins' lab didn't do anything because they didn't even get ALEXEI at Hawkins' lab. They got him at the Hess farm.
Yeah.
It did nothing for the plot.
Yeah. So,
So you heard it
what's
here
it
first.
called? Yeah, I think it's the most forgettable episode. Because I mean, when I was first watching the season, I got super hyped over episode 1 and 2 just because I was like, I was watching it day 1, like right when it came out. So I was like still hyped up on that. Oh my god, it just came out energy. Like I was just trying to watch the season. Like I was just so excited to watch it. And then I liked those just because it was a reintroduction, just kind of introducing the plot of season 3.
Episode
But
3 is kind of boring.
episode 3 kind of
It bored me.
was a little bit boring. Towards the end of the episode it was pretty good, but
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know if I liked the Elle and Max dynamic, honestly.
I really like the Elle and Max dynamic because of the way it develops, not because of the way it starts.
Yeah.
The way it develops into them being so close, and then that final season.
Yeah.
So it makes the way the final season plays out more impactful.
Yeah, I agree. So
because Elle at the very end of season 2.
What was that?
So Max meets Elle at the very end of season 2. So if they didn't build a bond, then the very end of season 3 wouldn't have an impact.
Yeah.
And is this the Stranger Things? Is that it?
Is it what?
Is this the last season of Stranger Things?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that they're doing a season 4.
That's what I thought too, but I wanted to make sure because you know more of that stuff than I do.
I think Noah Schnapp confirmed it.
I think he did. Because I think I remember you.
So
they talked about another season in an interview not too long ago.
Yeah. Personally, I think episodes 5 through 8 are the best episodes of the season.
Also, I have something that I have to tell you. My mom earlier when we were in the car, you know how I was listening to the song?
Yeah.
My mom said that we should put that in the background of our podcast episode.
Oh no. Wait, was it the was it the Dustin and what's their names? Huh?
Susie. Dustin and Susie?
Was it that version?
Yes.
Oh god.
It's in the soundtrack for the season.
Oh no.
what I liked about that song though is that Max and Lucas then proceed to make fun of him for it.
Oh shoot. Yo, what's wrong with me? Wait. Hang on. I'm sorry.
What did you do?
Nothing actually. Okay, we're good.
I thought you messed up recording.
Huh?
But if they don't bring Susie back for season 4, I'm gonna be heated.
Why? Susie was like, I don't know. I didn't really like Susie. I mean, she didn't do anything, but like
That's why I don't think they're doing her justice, because they talked about her all season. We meet her once, and if they don't bring her back, they're not doing her
they
justice.
didn't talk about her all season. See, that was the point though, cuz like everyone was like, "Oh, she's fake, she's fake."
Wow, I wonder how that feels.
What?
Do you remember last year
Hmm.
when everyone said my girlfriend was fake?
No, I don't. But that's whatever. I don't care about that. So, episode 4, the sauna test.
Oh Lord.
This was very powerful because this is kind of the first time where you understand that Elle can't really just solve anything. Uh, in that when they go to the sauna to trap Billy in there, he punches a hole through the window. Well, first of all, screams at Max, which
No, he
that's
screams at
the
Max.
mind flayer, but Billy almost strangles Elle too.
Yeah.
But then you learn, oh, actually, Elle can save everything because she just makes Billy fly out of the window, so or the wall actually.
Yeah.
So
But we also need to talk about the other plot line, because we haven't talked at all about the other half of the plot.
wait, what do you mean?
We've talked a little bit about Joyce and Hop, but like they're not really relevant in these couple episodes. They're not doing anything. And we've talked about like the other kids, but we haven't talked about like Steve and Dustin.
But do they do anything? They don't do really. They don't do much in these episodes.
Are they still just trying to translate Russian? Or is this the episode where Robin breaks the code, or is it the next episode where Robin breaks the code?
Wait.
Because I know they spent at
Well, the
least.
description is a code red brings the gang back together. Karen urges Nancy to keep digging.
Oh, we haven't really talked about Jonathan at all.
Oh yeah.
We've done them no justice. We've not done Natalia Dyer any justice whatsoever.
Robin finds blueprints of them all. Okay. Wait. Steve and Dustin look for the Russian spies. So.
Oh, this is.
I don't.
Robin's getting a blueprint. Cracks the code at the end of episode 3.
Does she?
Because then she takes the tips, remember, and goes and gets to find the blueprints.
Yeah.
She takes her bicycle.
Okay, so yeah. So the end of season 3, episode 3, was
where Robin cracks
the code, the Russian code, and goes to find the blueprints. And when she finds the blueprints, she probably is that where they found out where the Russians were?
No.
I don't remember it. See, that episode 3, like I can't even remember what it was about, dude. Like
I'm just backtracking based on the script. It's the only reason I know any of this.
Wait, you have the script open?
Descriptions.
Oh.
Yep, I have the script for the entire season open, and I'm searching it at will.
I was gonna say at Will. Wait, what does Will have to do with this? Okay.
That was such a bad joke.
I know. It's okay though. Alright, so pretty much Dustin's gang is pretty much just like still trying to crack that code, trying to find those Russians.
But one of the things that I ended up
slinging the
writing
ice cream scoops. What?
Slinging ice cream, as they say.
Yeah.
One of the things I is, how did the Russians get knowledge of the Upside Down? We know.
I don't know.
Because it was the U.S. military thing that opened it in the first place, right?
Yeah, but you have to assume it's because the Russians are constantly spying on us.
It's gotta be. That's the only real.
Well, Okay. I'm not saying that in real life right now. I'm saying in the show.
Yeah, that's got to be the explanation. And then I wrote down, does Lexi speak any English? And I say I doubt it. Now, after
Yeah,
I mean, Alexei
feel like
doesn't
he
say
would have spoken
anything,
English if he
but
knew it. Huh?
Alexei doesn't say much of anything anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of tough. Yeah,
Spoiler.
we're kind of flying through this. We're like
Well,
we're
yeah, because
almost done with episode 4 and
those two episodes are, I think, the least relevant,
yeah, it's true.
and we haven't gotten to sidetracks today as we have before.
Yeah.
But that's because the thing that I really the ramble I want to go on really isn't something we need to go on until a little bit later.
So I think I don't remember exactly which episode, season 3 or episode 3 or episode 4 is when Nancy finds out about the rats because
That's
she suggests to the writing crew start a piece about Starcourt Mall, but when she digs more into it, then she finds the story about the rats, right?
no,
Or
she gets a phone call.
she
It's
gets a
like
phone call from Mrs. Driscoll.
it's either in the first or second episode. She's working late and she gets a phone call.
Oh yeah. So then she goes to investigate that, and she finds this like weird rat,
And
and
then Jonathan has
apparently it's flayed, but they don't know that. And Jonathan's like, "Oh, shouldn't finna mess with
Jonathan.
it, Nancy."
Jonathan's the least useful character for like the first half of the season.
I know.
He's literally just there to contrast how insane Nancy is acting.
Yeah.
There to keep Nancy grounded for the first part of the season.
Yeah, that's true.
But I like their dynamic a lot.
I do. Yeah.
That dynamic I really, really like.
They're like a married couple.
They really are. They argue a married couple, and I love it.
All right. Should we move on to chapter 5, the flayed?
We should, but that just reminded me. Did we ever hear them say explicitly that they love each other in the series, in the season?
Nancy
Nancy,
and Jonathan?
I don't think we do.
I don't think so.
And it seems weird to me that
No
although
one says they love each other.
false,
Well, except yeah.
except, yeah,
No, I know,
that,
but
that's what I was thinking. That nobody does except them, but it makes sense that Lucas and Matt
Steve and Nancy did in season 2 or season
one,
1,
but we
I think.
we find out at least first confirmation that Steve was in love with Nancy in this season. So
Yeah. Well, no,
that's the first.
I think season 2 because they have the argument like when Steve's like, say that you love me or whatever after the party that like Nancy went home with Jonathan.
Yeah, which for some reason I don't remember that party ever happening.
Really?
I don't recall.
It was a Halloween party.
Well, obviously, seeing as the season started on Halloween.
Yeah.
And Will goes all.
Yeah.
I really hope somebody makes a gif out of my face and arm movements during that little clip.
Yeah. Okay, so chapter 5, the flayed. Strange things lurk inside an old farmhouse. Something is hidden deep beneath Starcourt Mall. Mind Flayer is gathering strength. So
This is where Dustin's crew becomes relevant, and this is when they find Alexei.
no, wait.
Yeah,
Is it?
the Hess Ranch. They get Alexei in the basement.
Oh yeah. So okay, so this is the episode they find Alexei.
This is the
Okay.
episode they find Alexei, and this is the episode where they sneak in and go Russian
Alright.
base.
Yeah. So
Which means
they start Operation Child Endangerment.
child endangerment. Which means this is when Robin becomes one of the best characters in all of the series, in my opinion.
Yeah, Robin's pretty good.
And I said,
Do you want to talk about it?
I do. I was waiting. I was waiting for it to be relevant to talk about, because she's not relevant in episode 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to be relevant to talk about it. Because I remember saying to you when I started watching the season, Robin's an idiot. Or something. I could probably pull up the messages because it was on Discord. I want to find exactly what I said.
No, just no.
Well, I'm going to talk while I do it. But
okay.
it was like, I was saying how I hated Robin so much.
Okay.
Oh, well,
it doesn't matter. Just
it must have been a Snapchat then.
explain.
But this is another one. I said, when did Mike become such a D-bag?
Yeah.
Because he just loses it on Max in season 2.
Yeah. All right.
But
so
Robin,
yeah.
I love that character.
Explain.
Because I love the development they give her, and I love that scene when they're in the bathroom after they just vomited. I just love that. I love that scene and the way that it's developed, and the way that it's like a tell-all heart to heart.
She becomes she becomes the character that kind of
everyone feels bad for her.
But
feels bad for her, just feels for her. Understand.
She becomes the kind of the leader of Scoop's troop.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Steve's like, oh, King of Hawkins, like, but he's like a nerd in this season. Not a nerd, but
although they're all nerds, including Erica, which I found hilarious.
Yeah.
That scene was I almost.
How do you know about My Little Pony?
I almost
just did a nerd.
I almost just did what you do.
What?
And got their real names instead of their character names.
Yeah. Wait, Erica's real name? I don't even know her real name.
Oh, neither do I. Dustin's real name.
Oh yeah. So, the Flayed. So this, I think, is when they learn. Wait, do they learn about Heather and Billy being flayed in episode 3 or 4? I think it's 4.
I think it's 4.
Obviously 4. They know he's flayed, but
But I want to go back to
and I think they learn in episode 5 that they know they're like multiplying and molting into the mind flayer.
Yeah. But I want to go into the Robin thing one more time, because I'm asking you this question and then having you hold off your answer for this.
Okay.
Part of what she said, I didn't quite understand.
What?
She says to Steve, blah blah blah. I really like you, Steve. And it shocked. And she was like saying how it shocked her, which didn't make sense to me.
Wait, what? When does she say that?
In her little monologue.
What monologue?
In her "I'm gay" monologue.
Oh. She says, "I really like you."
She said, or something along those lines.
So what are you confused about?
No, she says that, but then she also comes out as gay. So she's saying she's bi, or?
I think she just meant as a friend.
Yeah, like just the way she worded it.
I don't know.
The way she worded it, in the context of the rest of the conversation.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was odd wording.
I'll have to look back on.
Because the way that if I was writing it, if I wanted to just straight up say that she wasn't interested in him at all in that way, I would have written it as, instead of I really like you, Steve, to you're a great guy, Steve. That's how I would have written it if it was me.
Yeah.
And would have fit just. That's why I think. Because I think the guys who write this show are smart enough to know that. I think it's almost meant to be left up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because of the way she says we're just friends in the end.
Yeah.
At the store.
So I think this is also the episode where Scoop's troop actually finds the gate under Starcourt. Could be wrong, but
it's either this episode or the next episode, but it's one of them.
Yeah.
Just read the description of episode 6. And if it says that and if it's the one where they're planning a rescue mission, then it's not that one.
Well, 6 is E Pluribus Unum, and that episode is
That's the one.
Dr. ALEXEI reveals what the Russians have been doing. 11 uses her ability to see where Billy has been. Dustin and Erica have been planning to. Dustin and Erica plan a daring rescue. So, yeah, they've already found the gate then.
Yeah.
And Steve and Robin have been captured.
Texting me to call Market Basket, but she knows I'm recording, so I don't know what she's on about. But there's just a lot of, like, the episodes kind of morph together, and it feels like just it feels like a movie. It feels like a very long movie.
Yes.
Which isn't bad. It feels like they made it into 3 really long movies instead of 3 seasons of a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that.
Yeah. So, I don't know, should we end the episode here? Because we've kind of we've talked about 3 episodes already.
We have, but there's one more thing I want to touch on.
Mm-hmm.
If it's more of a theorization thing that I want to leave on.
Yeah.
For season 4, what do you think the plot could be? Like, what do you think?
I think the Demogorgon definitely comes back.
I think it's not the Mind Flayer, but the Demogorgon. I agree with that.
Because the Mind Flayer is clearly dead.
Yeah.
Because its body got cut off from its mind in the Upside Down. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if the Mind Flayer is dead, because
I don't think the Mind Flayer.
I think the Mind Flayer that was a physical form of the Flayed was actually just the Flayed. I don't think it was actually forming the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer is still in the Upside Down.
I think that to kill the Mind Flayer, they'd have to go into the Upside Down.
I think it would be redundant if they brought back the Mind Flayer again, because that means they would just have to open the gate and close the gate again to end the season, which would be redundant because they've done that for the last 2 seasons.
So I feel like if they did the Mind Flayer again, they would be like, we've already had to close this gate twice. Obviously, it's not working. We're going to have to go to the Mind Flayer. And that's the plot. They'd go into the Upside Down and kill the Mind Flayer there.
One thing that I also want to talk about is, do you think Elle loses her powers forever? Do you think she'll get her powers back in season 4?
I think she may have lost her powers over grief.
Mm-hmm. You think?
Because I feel like it could have been shock from what happened and then grief afterwards about Hop.
Yeah.
And then moving away from all her friends, barring Will.
Also, do you think she's going to stay with Mike this time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because aren't they all coming back for Thanksgiving?
They are, and Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just Elle. But no, so Mike is going to their place for Thanksgiving.
I feel like Nancy's going too.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like it's going to be Mike and Nancy who go, because...
Yeah.
And
but then Elle and probably Will are coming back for Christmas.
And presumably, again, Jonathan.
Yes.
Like, because I think it's actually more likely that Mike and Elle stay together than Nancy and Jonathan stay together.
And I would say Joyce would be coming back because of a thing that... Actually, you know what I wasn't going to talk about episode 8 in this episode, but you know how all the rumors about Hopper not actually being dead are going around?
Yeah. I was thinking that this morning.
I have a feeling that could definitely be true, because first of all, Hopper was right next to a gate to the Upside Down, so he could have easily jumped in there before the
which would be crazy.
But he could be dead in the Upside Down though, because Will was only in there for a week. Hop was in there for 3 months at least. Unless he's out by now. Oh no, but the Russians have him in their base. So he's not in the Upside Down anymore.
What do you mean?
In the 3 months later thing, he's not in the Upside Down anymore.
You're
So
right.
at any point in time, the Russians could have captured him out of the Upside Down. So
So you're
he's,
saying he managed to
but
avoid
that is also assuming that the American is
Hopper.
Hopper.
But that's what I thought too when I watched the post-credit scene after we recorded yesterday. That's
I
what I
feel
thought.
like it's Hopper. I think it also could be Dr. Brenner, but I don't know where they would go with the plot if it was Dr. Brenner.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't. It wouldn't make any sense if it was Dr. Brenner because Dr. Brenner came with the military.
yeah.
So how would the Russians capture Dr. Brenner when he came with all of the military?
Because what happened in season 1 was when Elle was evaporating the Demogorgon into, so like she evaporated the Demogorgon, but she also evaporated, but she went to the Upside Down. So maybe, oh shoot, okay, I think I have it all sorted actually. So Elle evaporates the Demogorgon and herself in season 1, and it transports at least Elle to the Upside Down, assuming that Elle was with the Demogorgon in the Upside Down, which means the Demogorgon is alive in the Upside Down. And if Hopper jumped into the Upside Down, the Russians, if assuming the American in the Russian base is Hopper, they probably rescued Hopper,
Release the Demogorgon,
and released the Demogorgon at the same time into the overworld from the Upside Down.
That's a different Demogorgon. That's the same Demogorgon.
Yes. That's what I think.
That's brilliant.
I just thought of that too. Like, that makes so much sense because it's like the same scenario. Elle goes into the Upside Down, Demogorgon goes into the Upside Down. Demogorgon stays in the Upside Down, Hopper goes into the Upside Down. Suddenly, Demogorgon and Hopper, and Hopper are in the overworld once again.
So I feel like, but as you were saying before, how do you think they find out that Hop's still alive?
By see, that's the thing. Then it would be redundant, like I said, if they opened the gate again.
No, you know how I think they do it. You know how I think they do it.
How? Maybe they have another test subject that looks into the Upside Down.
That, or this was my theory. My theory is that when Elle sees Mike, she's so happy that she's finally seeing him again that
she gets her powers back.
And then she's like, and then because they're all together again, she starts thinking about, and I'm thinking not Thanksgiving but Christmas when they all go back to Hawkins. Because everyone's together again. She starts thinking about Hop, and she's like, screw it, let me try looking for him. And she actually finds him.
Yeah.
Because she's still, what, 13, 14?
In the show?
Yeah.
No, I think they're like 16. So in the show.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because remember, it was their last year they're in high school now. It's their freshman year of high school. So they're like 14, 15.
They'd be like 15 if it's summer.
They're like, yeah.
So they'll be either 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Coming into
sophomore year.
If the new season starts around Thanksgiving or Christmas. And Christmas makes more sense because they'll be off for a week.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be in Christmas that things go down.
So do you think Elle would find Hopper?
It'll be around Christmas that things go down, and they'll release it on Christmas.
I think you're right. I think they'll release it Christmas of 2020. That's crazy. I really hope, because that's less than what we had to wait for season 3.
Imagine if we're right and we predicted this on July 22nd.
Yo, that's so dope. That would be so dope. Like, I would, oh my god.
Predicted it over a year. Like
we
year
predicted this.
We predicted it right.
So, do you think that Elle finds Hopper? If your theory is true, do you think she finds Hopper while he's in the Upside Down or while he's in the Overworld? Because if she finds him while he's in the Overworld, she doesn't actually need that separate sensory deprivation tank. She can just find him, like with the blindfold. But if she
Yeah,
wants to look into the Upside Down, she
no, that's what
needs.
I'm saying. It has to be in the overworld because if my theory is right, he's in prison in Russia or in the Russian prison.
Yeah.
In September or October.
Yeah.
October, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah,
Oh,
I think so because they say
3 months,
3 months later for after
July 4th. So it'd be at least
after
October 4th.
July 4th. So, yeah, it's October. So,
It's at
but
October 4th.
that's also assuming that when they go to Russia in the post-credit scene, because they fade to black, when they go to Russia in the post-credit scene, that's
Yeah.
assuming that it's still 3 months later, which I'm not sure about. Because fading to black in film, I took broadcasting class, if you guys don't know, fading to black usually either means someone dies
Or
uh, or a large passing in time. So,
but
but that would also be odd because they indicated the 3 months later in the
that's the thing about
actual episode, but then in the post credit scene they didn't do that. So I think
but
it's 3 months later.
in
Still,
Stranger Things they tend to indicate changes.
yeah.
So I think that both of our theories are very, very good.
I think my theory is true.
I think that a combination of our theories is true. Most of your theory, I think, is true. And then
Yeah.
I think my theory for how they find out and what because do we
Yeah,
know where
yeah.
they move to?
No, we don't. So
They can't be moving that far if they're gonna come back for holidays.
I don't think so, but it's enough so that the kids can't see each other because they ride bikes. Nancy and Jonathan might be able to,
You know
but
what? You know what? I'm
what?
pretty sure in the state of Indiana you can get, especially in the 80s in the state of Indiana, I'm pretty sure you could get your license the day you turn 16.
Yeah. But
So there's a very
but
good chance you see one of the kids driving.
yeah, but probably not their own car.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know if it was as common for kids to get their because
Absolutely.
so many kids have their car as soon as they get their license nowadays, but
Yeah, but
not I
absolutely not.
don't think back then.
Nancy was driving her mom's car.
Yeah.
Jonathan drives his dad's old car, I think.
I think it's hilarious that Nancy is like Jonathan's always talking about how Nancy's parents are like rich and not rich but like well
Well,
off and they can't
Nick
like
has his own car, but she doesn't.
yeah, like like in the beginning of the season in episode 1, I think. Yeah, episode 1 when they're driving to work and Nancy's like, "Go faster." Jonathan's like, "You think this thing can go faster?
Like
It's a
you're
piece
lucky.
of junk or something like that." But then
She's like,
later in the season when Nancy's driving her mom's car, she's Jonathan's like or someone said, "Nancy, didn't your mom just get this like a week ago?" Like a
no.
brand new car.
I'm pretty sure Lucas says. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah, I don't
Lucas
know.
said it when the engine cable is taken out by Billy.
Someone yeah someone said like, "Oh, didn't your
No,
mom
someone,
just buy this car?"
but I feel like it's Lucas because
I
I'm
think
pretty.
it's no, I don't think it's Lucas cuz remember that's when they're like uh
Well, wasn't he the?
didn't your mom just buy this car like a week ago? And she's like, "Yes. Do you have gas?" Yes. And then she's like uh and
So
then
therefore,
someone
well,
says something and she's like, "No." And I don't think it's Lucas that's it. I
well,
don't think it really matters, but I think it's funny
but
that like it's always like opposite ends. Like that's probably what they get into arguments over, like about how Jonathan is like not struggling, but Joyce is like
he
a
needs the money.
single mom and
Yeah,
not making that much money. She works
but
at a general store that no one goes to anymore. So
with 3 people living in that house that are all traumatized by the events of the last year.
yep.
But I do want to get on with this though. The reason I think it's Lucas is because process of elimination. Dustin, well, first of all, Dustin wasn't home, and I don't think he's there yet. I don't think Dustin, Robin, Erica, and Steve are there yet.
No, they're up on the mountain.
Yeah, they drove away. They left.
Yeah.
And haven't come back yet either. They're actually on their way back, from what I remember, because they end up crashing into Billy.
Yeah.
But and then it wouldn't have been Jonathan because.
Well, no, they're not on their way back. Because remember the second time they get in the car when they put in the ignition cable, they can't get away.
Oh yeah, second time. You're right, but it can't have been Elle because Elle wouldn't know when their mom got a car. Elle barely knows what a car is.
Yeah.
Elle's really not, and I don't think it was either of the. Although Max, it would make sense for Max.
It could have been Max.
Like that.
It
But
does not matter though. We should probably get on with something else.
I don't think the connection. I don't think Max and Will, or not Will, and Mike are really close enough for him to know for her to know when his parents got a new car.
Yeah.
So the only people who make sense are Lucas and Will, but Will's PO'd with them.
Yeah.
Because of their girl thing.
Yeah.
So
their girl
Lucas
thing.
makes no sense.
The thing Will never have.
Because Mike wouldn't say it, because Mike won't say. First of all, does Mike imply that Will's gay?
Yeah. Did you not know that? He says it's not my fault you don't like girls.
No, I did know that, but I didn't know if he was saying that just to be an a-hole or if he was saying it because it's true.
Well, he implies it. He probably thinks that. They probably don't know for sure, but they definitely think.
But the way that Will threw a hissy fit later, well, not a hissy fit, but the way he got so he like had that little rage later in that episode of was it Castle Buyer?
Castle Buyers, yeah.
The way he like destroyed that made me think that like almost confirmed it for me. But
I wonder if he'll have a boyfriend.
That'd be great. When you see my video for this episode, my jaw just dropped.
That's so bad. Okay.
No, he has a boyfriend.
Huh?
He has a boyfriend from the new place they live who comes with him when they go for Christmas, and then all his friends have.
And then everyone's like, "What?"
Christmas 1985. Will's a homosexual. Mike dropped.
Yo, where's Mike, bro? Where is he? I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. Wait, did you go did you actually drop a mic? Like
I dropped
a fake mic?
I dropped my tripod, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Mike. I'm gonna crop Mike on top of the tripod, and then you're just gonna drop Mike.
I dropped Mike.
Yes. Imagine just dropping Mike, yo. I'd do it. You know.
Also, I really, 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 just in my life, I need to see a collaboration between Gaten Matarazzo's band and Finn Wolfhard's band.
Facts.
I need to see this, just because I want to see them on stage together. Because I think Noah Schnapp is either going or has gone on tour with Finn's band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, stand-up comedian.
What?
As in, he went and did comedy as an opener.
Oh, I thought I did not. I didn't hear you. Did you say stand-up comedian?
That's exactly what I said.
Okay, it sounded like you said like I don't even know what you said. Well, I do know what you said, but anyways, by the way, I extremely doubt it. But if there is anyone from the cast of Stranger Things that is watching, first of all, say what's up in the comments. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I will gladly have any of you guys on the show, on like a voice chat or whatever, just to talk about your experiences. Not any spoilers for season 4 or anything, just to talk about Stranger Things season 3 about, or any of Stranger Things. What'd you say?
Or the experience they've had on record
on set. Yeah.
Anything,
anything related to Stranger Things. That would be awesome if you guys could hit us up. Like I said, I probably sound stupid right now because I very highly doubt that. But
seeing is literally episode 2.
Yeah, but we don't know because we're bulk recording. We haven't actually uploaded episode 1 yet, so we don't know how this is gonna actually boil over.
Oh, I just smacked myself in the face with my tripod.
Boy, if you don't. So, I think what we're gonna end up doing right about now is wrapping up this episode of the podcast. Wait, are we calling this Mike's Basement? Is this what we're doing?
Calling
Mike
it,
Mike's Basement Stranger Things podcast.
which
So
might have been
this
the
is
best.
gonna be the end of episode 2 of Mike's Basement. I don't think I'm gonna say it. I think I'm just gonna name the channel that.
Just name the channel that, and then
Guys, I haven't even made the channel yet. Like, we're recording episode 2 and I haven't made the channel. So, I mean, we really don't know how this is gonna go. But
reminder, we should probably put our social medias in the description too.
Oh yeah. So
From when you're
yeah, I'll put definitely my YouTube channel, my Instagram maybe.
I have to make an Instagram for my YouTube.
Oh, well, I'm putting my I might put my personal. I don't know.
I'm definitely not gonna put my personal.
Well, we know that, but
Well, because one will be public and my personal one's private.
And we're rambling now, but I have some people from IRL that slid up on my story saying they would be interested in watching it. So
I have some people IRL who voted on my poll.
All right, bet. So I'll send you the link as soon as I upload it, so we can send it to all those people.
I'll just put it on my story.
So,
again.
anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you are watching at this very moment in the video, if you watched the whole video, well, not if you watched the whole video, just if you're watching right now, comment. What did they
MVB.
comment? Wait, what?
I said MVB.
No. Wait, I don't even know. Okay, so comment ALEXEI should date Murray.
No, what you should comment is ALEXEI drinks strawberry Slurpees.
Okay, comment ALEXEI drinks strawberry Slurpees in the comments right now if you are watching at this moment in time. Also, if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button
and
so you can
and
follow our social medias if you would like to. My main YouTube channel is Hebs Cody if you want to hit that up with a sub. Anyways, yeah, we are going to be posting podcasts on all of Stranger Things Season 3, even possibly just our thoughts on Stranger Things as a whole, Season 2, Season 1. Anything, just we might even do like Q&As about Stranger Things. If this goes over well and we get some viewers off of this, we might be asking you guys to ask us questions on what we think about fan theories, stuff like that. Anything related to Stranger Things. We will have some episodes out very, very soon, guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub if you did. Follow social medias like I already said. And we will see you in the next episode of the podcast. If you haven't seen episode 1, go and watch that. I'm going to leave it right up here. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Bye.